The Stone Ridge Golf Course in Poway is owned by Michael Schlesinger, the developer notorious for spreading 5 tons of chicken manure 2 years ago on the Escondido Country Club golf course that he also wants to develop. The battle over the Escondido golf course continues, the now dried-up greens a stark reminder to Poway of what could be their fate if the developer does not get his way. Poway resident Mike Steller is an avid golfer.
They're all St. Andrews.
They're all St. Andrews lakes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The St. Andrews logo graces his golf club covers.
We were nervous that we were going to lose our golf course, number one. We were also nervous that we were going to end up with a blighted area like what happened in Escondido.
Steller is with Poway Open Space, a citizens group that negotiated a deal with Michael Schlesinger to allow a zoning change that would permit 180 condominiums to be built on 15 acres of the 117-acre golf course. In return, the full 18-hole golf course would be redesigned with a brand new clubhouse.
We also were realistic enough to understand that the money had to come from someplace. And so we set out on our goal was to develop as little of the course as possible, still allowing the owner to make his profits, but keep our golf course intact.
The agreement in hand, Poway Open Space collected the signatures to put Measure A, a citizens' initiative, on the ballot. However, the developer, Schlesinger, paid the city of Poway the $400,000 it cost to put on a special election. Schlesinger did not make himself available. Sarah Ellis is his spokeswoman.
Michael put together a team, which included Cal Atlantic and the golf course architect, to work with the citizens to put together a land use plan, a preliminary land use plan. But this really is their plan. It's not Michael's plan, it's their plan.
Ellis says Poway residents will not actually be voting on this plan. The initiative simply rezones some of the golf course so it could be developed.
So that's what this initiative does. It only rezones and then gives the city the opportunity to start having the conversation with the community about what to do here.
The problem with this project is that it would have to overcome people's fear of not just denser development, but also a lack of trust of this particular developer.
We've looked up some of the other developments, golf course-related developments that he's done, and it's been nothing but grief for the people around him.
Brian Edmonston is part of the No on A campaign. Edmonston says Schlesinger owns golf courses all over California and is in ugly battles with homeowners, not just in Escondido, but in places like Fallbrook, Las Vegas, and San Ramon. Edmonston says the Poway golf course plan is just a promise. All the initiative does is remove the open space zoning from the south end of the golf course.
It's an off-year election vote that it does nothing more than rezone it with a vague promise of a golf course. And after that, it's every man for himself fighting over exactly what will be put up here.
Like many cities in San Diego, Poway has resisted new development. The last Regional Housing Needs Assessment says Poway needs to build 1,253 homes by 2020. The city's development director, Bob Manis, says since 2010, the city has actually built just 194 units. He says the city has not permitted any multifamily housing in decades. Last year, the Poway City Council controversially rejected a plan to build 22 affordable housing units for veterans. That decision caused many onlookers to throw up their hands in despair at the city's refusal to agree to new affordable housing. The housing Schlesinger is proposing to build is not affordable. It is luxury condos for seniors. Steller says he's not thinking about the need for new housing. He's just glad the golf course will be preserved.
It's been a tough road to get here. I think we've got the best deal we can get.
Edmonston notes Steller lives on the north end of the existing golf course, which is not part of the land to be rezoned under the initiative.
It's the golfers and residents on the north side who are pushing this because they want to keep their golf course at the expense of the residents and the golfers on the south side, because that's where all the condos will go.
Poway Open Space has already spent at least $200,000 on their campaign, while the no voters have not raised enough money to file a statement with the registrar. The battle over Stone Ridge is the latest round in a land use struggle that's likely to affect golf courses around the region as golf club memberships decline and the need for more housing becomes increasingly urgent. Alison St. John, KPBS News.